Hey friends, all I can say is wow right now. I can't explain the amount of revelatory flow that is coming right now. It's just non-stop. And so I want to share that really quick, what's going on. So just a week ago today, I finished a 14-day fast. I just drank water for 14 days and just really set myself apart to seek the Lord. And one of the things that was made clear to me is turning all my desires to Him. And I have done that. And what I mean by that, I shut the TV off 11 years ago. It's never come back on. But, I could feel the little foxes try to spoil the vine. I'd get pulled into little things. And, by most people's standards, they were little things, right? I'd watch a few YouTube videos or something, right? Or, maybe I'd spend 30 minutes on Facebook, whatever. What? He is an intimate God. What does He want? He wants face to face. This is what He wants. This is what He really wants. Yes, when you're watching a TV show, can He be beside you and you can sense His presence? Yeah, but it's different when you give Him face to face. Where do you think He's going to share more secrets with you? When all you want is to be with Him. When all you want is just to hear His voice and to behold His face. Which is more valuable to Him? All things are lawful for me, but not all things are expedient. And I'm not condemning, I'm just saying what has happened. I had a pretty good revelatory flow before, but it's starting to just go off the charts because it's all I want. And it's not a hard decision for me. I tell you, these things pop up. It wouldn't be unlawful for me to watch YouTube and watch a video on how to fix something on my car, right? That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about just general entertainment. There's lots of things that they're not bad, but it's this He wants. He wants face to face. This is what He wants. This is what Jesus had with the Father. And when you begin to experience it, those little foxes is like, you're just not even drawn there anymore because you know what you can have in this relationship. He is true to His word. He will do what He says. His voice will become louder and louder and louder. But it doesn't have to be because you're right there. You're over in that corner with Him. He's whispering to you. You got face-to-face contact with Him. That's totally different than watching a movie and Him sitting beside you and, yeah, I can see the Lord in that. That's great. But this is what I'm after. I'm after oneness. He spoke that to me 22 years ago. See you, see me, no difference. See you, see me, no difference. And I laughed at him. I was like, Sarah, right? I didn't believe it. I stuck that prophetic word in a closet somewhere, and I was just like, yeah, right. But no, that's what he saw. He saw that. That's my destiny. That's your destiny. But we have a choice. What are we entertained by? These vain things of the world? Some guy running around on a football field throwing a pigskin? I mean, hey, I got into that stuff. I mean, I'm a competitive guy. I like to win, right? I mean, I can really get into that stuff. I can sit there, right? And game day, woo, all day long. And I'm like, one day the Lord was just like, I'm like, what am I doing? Giving a whole day to watching, allowing my emotions, my desires to be drawn into that. And it went off. It never came back on. But, little foxes come along. What do you want? What do you want? He is true. He is true to his word. But there is a sanctification that has to happen if you really want that. Who among us shall dwell with devouring fire? Who among us shall dwell with everlasting burnings? He that walketh righteously and speaketh uprightly, that despises the gain of oppressions, that shaketh his hand of holy and bribes, that shutteth his ears from hearing of blood, and shutteth his eyes from seeing of evil. He shall dwell on high, his defense shall be the munitions of rocks. What can touch you in this relationship? Bread shall be given unto him, the bread from heaven, and his waters shall be sure. The river flowing from the throne. Whoa! Thine eyes shall see the King in his beauty. You shall behold a land that is very far off. What do you want? When this becomes clear, it's like, it's not a difficult decision. I realize people will still make that decision, but if you get the revelation, it's not hard. It's not hard to live here. It's not hard to live in holiness. When you love him so much that you want to be one with him. Can I stand in a place that nothing can take me out? No, I'm not saying that, but I will be. I will be to that place. He said it. He told me, and I'll have it. And I will hear, he told me in that word, you will hear my voice as never before, never before, never before. There's something required for it. It's not average Christianity. Average Christianity makes me want to puke. I don't do well in lukewarm churches, which almost all churches are lukewarm. I'm sorry. It's the truth. People say they love God, but they love the world more than they love God. All you have to do is look at what they do, how they are entertained. Moses wasn't like the rest of Israel. Neither was Aaron, neither was Caleb. They were at that tent door. As Exodus 25:22 says, between the cherubim above the mercy seat, there will I meet with you. There will I commune with you. I will speak with you. Where mercy and truth meet. Where mercy, first love. You meet me in that same passion, that first love I had for you. You give me all your desire. And there we will commune together. And I will pour my truth into your heart. And you will become love. In my image, after my likeness. You will know good and evil, but you will choose the good. You will surrender your will, because you have been overcome by my love. You will surrender the self-will. Your soul will humble itself and will lay down the self-will for the will of oneness. Is that what you want? And forsake houses and land, mothers and fathers. You know. If you want to be his disciple, to be his learner, to have the relationship that he had with the Father, that's what it means to be a disciple. To want to have what he had with the Father. I only do what I see the Father do. And whatever I hear of the Father, it's what I speak. Lord, I thank you for raising up that generation. That will walk just like Enoch walked. That will walk just as you walked, Jesus. You are our forerunner. Do you want to hear his voice? Do you want to behold his face? It's not that tough a decision. When you know what's required, when you understand what intimacy really is, then it's just being willing to pay it. Just be willing to say, bye-bye, world. I'm not of this world anyway. I pray not that you take them out of the world, but that you keep them from the evil. Not the evil one, the evil way. Going their own way. Choosing the self-will. But coming to the place of surrender. By mercy and truth, Proverbs 16:6. By or through mercy and truth, iniquity is purged. The self-will. And by the fear of the Lord, men depart from evil, the evil way. Because you so reverence this face to face. Face to face. You'll gladly pay the price. People can call you crazy, it doesn't matter. They will see. They will see. They will see. Isaiah 32:1 says, the king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment. And a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, as a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry land, as a shadow of a great rock in a weary land. And the eyes that see shall not be dim, and the ears that hear shall hearken. When you become that, the eyes that see shall not be dim, and the ears that hear shall hearken. They cannot deny that. And they'll hear the voice behind them saying, this is the way. Walk ye in it when you turn to the left hand, when you turn to the right. This is the way. The way of righteousness, holiness, and peace. From the outer court to the inner court, to the Holy of Holies. And this. Well, I was going to release a message, but that's going to be my message there. There's this other incredible revelation that he released to me. But face to face. Do you want it? And pay the price. It's not that hard. But you got to be willing to turn away from your desires. Can you overcome the basic desire for food? Just to hear his voice. Man does not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of God. You'd rather have that than bread. Thy words were found, and I did eat them, and thy word was unto me the joy and rejoicing of my heart. Do you want to turn the world upside down? And turn your life upside down. Live totally opposite of the world. Enter in through the narrow gate. For wide is the gate and broad is the way that leads to destruction. He was saying that to a religious nation. See, the wide gate is the religious way. The narrow gate is the one that only a really small portion will pay for that. Enter in through the narrow gate. For wide is the gate and broad is the way that leads to destruction. Many there be in that go in, they're out. But enter in through the narrow gate. For narrow is the gate, and afflicted is the way that leadeth unto life. And few there be that find it. Eternal life, knowing him, enter into union with him. I am the way, outer court, the truth, the inner court, the life. Becoming one with him. His life fully manifested out of us. Go for it. Go for it. I dare you.